A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to the Leaders Lounge, the
Mhm,
signature of executive conversation series from
mhm.
Quantum Dialogues, where we speak with business and technology leaders about the decisions shaping modern enterprises. I am Shreya, and it's my pleasure to host today's conversation. As our guest today is Mr. Sunil Sonare, a global IT and a business leader with more than 3 decades of experience across manufacturing, EPC, and the IT services. His work spans enterprise transformation, SAP and ERP, cybersecurity, AI-led innovation, operational execution, P&L leadership, and people development. At the heart of his leadership philosophy is a simple but important principle: business first, technology second. This principle forms the theme of today's conversation as we explore what separates meaningful transformation from technology adaptation, why well funded programs still fail, and how leadership must evolve as AI becomes increasingly embedded in enterprise decision making. So, Mr. Sunare, welcome to the Leaders Lounge and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Riya.
So, let us begin with the principle at the heart of today's conversation. Here goes my first question to you, Mr. Sunare. How often describes your philosophy as business first, technology second? In your experience, what separates a transformation that creates a measurable business value from one and that simply introduce a new technology?
I strongly believe that technology is not objective.
Hmm.
Business outcomes are. Technology is simply an enabler. Every transformation should start with three questions. Number one, what business problems are we solving? Number two, how we will measure success. Number three, will this improve revenue, reduce cost, mitigate risk, or enhance customer experience? If those answers are not clear, even the most advanced technology becomes an expensive experiment. Let me share a few examples from my career. First, at ITD cementation, instead of replacing systems for the sake of modernizations, we redesigned business processes, strengthened governance, and aligned IT with business purpose and priorities. The outcomes was nearly 30% reduction in IT operating cost, improved services delivery, and faster decision making. Second, in manufacturing, we established an SAP Center of Excellence across multiple organizations. And this objective wasn't just implementing SAP, it was standardizing business processes, improving inventory visibility, reducing production and improve production cycles, reducing procurement cycle times also, and giving leadership reliable data for decisions. And third, in infrastructure management, we built a remote infrastructure management model supporting thousands of users globally. And the focus was business continuity, higher service availability, and operational efficiency, not just deploying monitoring tools. This experience taught me that successful digital transformation requires balancing people, process, and technology. Technology comes last after business strategy and process design. My simple formula is business strategy leads the process transformation that helps technology enablement, and if we deploy rightly, measurable business outcomes will be there.
That was a great perspective by you, sir. And that also perfectly leads into my next question to you. Despite any of this significant investment, executive attention, and access to a capable technology, many transformation program still struggles to achieve their introduced outcome. So, why do we well-funded transformation programs still fails? And what are the earning warning signals that every leader should watch for?
This is one of the most important questions business transformation because according to various industry studies, more than 60 to 70% of digital transformation program fail to achieve their internal business outcomes. And that is a some kind of reason. Interestingly, it's a rarely because of technology. Today we have mature ERP system, AI platforms, cloud infrastructure, cyber security solutions, and automation tools. The real challenge is execution. And over the last 30 years, I have led transformation program across manufacturing, EPC, IT services, and digital businesses. And I have observed that successful transformations have one thing in common. They focus on changing the business, not just implementing technology. And I believe transformation program fail for five major reasons. Number one, lack of clear business ownership. The first mistake organization make is treating transformation as an IT project. Transformation should be sponsored by the CEO or MD and owned by the business. IT is an enabler, not the owner. For example, if we are implementing SAP, AI or automation, the objective should never be implementing SAP or deploy AI. The objective should be reducing procurement cycle time by say 30% or any kind of the percentage, improving forecast accuracy, increasing production efficiency or improving customer experience. When business leaders don't own the program, technology get implemented, but business value never gets realized. Number two, weak change management. Technology changes are easy. Changing people's habits is difficult in any organization. Employees naturally resist changes when they don't understand why it is happening or how it benefits them. Transformation succeeds only when people adopt new processes, not often software is installed. And that's why communication, training, leadership engagement, and continuous support are just as important as technical implementation. Third, trying to do everything at once. So then another common mistake is big bang approach. Organization attempt to transform every department simultaneously. This creates enormous complexity, delay decision making, increases cost, and raises implementation risk. I have always preferred delivering transformation in phases. And fourth, many organizations celebrate project completion instead of business improvement. Say example, the ERP goes live, the AI platform is deployed, everyone celebrate. But 6 months later, executives ask, has revenue increased? Have costs reduced? Is customer satisfaction improving? Are decision faster? Has production productivity improved? If these questions cannot be answered, then we transformation hasn't delivered value. Successes should always be measured through business KPIs, not technical milestone. Number fifth, leadership misalignment. Transformation required cross-functional collaboration. If finance want cost reduction, operations want stability, sales want speed, IT want standardization, and HR has different priority. The program begins pulling in different directions. One of the most important rules of leadership is ensuring everyone is working toward the same business outcome or goal of the company. And early warning signs. Over the years, I have learned the identity long before a project officially fails. Some warning signs are obvious. Number one, business leaders stop attending steering committee meetings. Project discussions become technical rather than business focused. Scope keeps changing without clear business justification. Decision making becomes slow. Users are insufficiently trained and adoption levels remain low. When these signs appear, leaders must intervene immediately rather than waiting until go live. And my leadership philosophy, I have learned one lesson that has remained true throughout my career. Technology can be purchased, but transformation cannot. Transformation happens only when leaders create a shared vision, redesign process, empower people, establish accountability, and use technology as an enabler or business strategy. That's why I always say people drive transformation, processes sustain it, technology accelerate it. When organization get these three elements in the right order, transformation drives sustainable competitive advantage rather than becoming another expensive IT project.
That was a great perspective and example shared by you. Like along with the AI, which comes with another important responsibility in nowadays generation. We'll move on to my next question. As an AI enables the organization to automate more decisions, leader must often balance speed, commercial pressure, innovations, and a ethical responsibility. When these priorities come into conflicts, how should a leader decide what should and perhaps more importantly, what should not be automated? So, what's your perspective on this?
Almost every organization today is experimenting with ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Gemini, agentic AI, or industry specific AI solutions. The challenges, however, is the most organizations are still in the experimentation stages rather than the transformation phase. The questions leaders should ask is not how do we use AI, but rather how do we create business value with AI. And in my view, there are six foundational pillars required to move from isolated AI pilots to enterprise wide trusted AI. And these are number one, start with business problems, not AI. Number two, build a strong data foundation. AI is only as good as the data it learns from, because AI always learns on some kind of the LLM, large language model, and the data. If the organization is data is fragmented, inaccurate, duplicated, or outdated, AI will simply produce poor decisions faster. Before deploying enterprise AI, organizations should invest in data quality, master data management, data governance, common data definition, secure access to enterprise transformation. Without trusted data, trusted AI is impossible. And third one, responsible AI and governance. As AI becomes more autonomous through agentic AI, governance becomes critical. So organization need clear policies on data privacy, security, human approval for higher risk decisions, regulatory compliances, AI accountability, and bias monitoring. Number four, integrate AI into business workflow. One mistake I often see is AI existing as a separate chatbot that employees rarely use. Real value comes when AI is embedded directly into everyday work. So imagine AI inside SAP recommending inventory optimization, AI in procurement identifying supplier risk, AI helping project manager predict schedule delays, AI assisting customer service by providing instant answers, AI automatically generate business reports and insights. When AI becomes part of daily workflows, adoption increasing dramatically. And employees don't need another application, they need a smarter version of the application they already use. And number fifth, build AI skills and change management. AI doesn't replace people that have some kind of the peoples in the myth, the AI is going to replace the people. It changes how people work. If every employee need a basic understanding of AI, managers need to know how to supervise AI assisted decisions. Leaders need to understand AI strategy and governance. And the future workforce won't be delivered into people who know AI and those who don't. It will be divided into organizations that successfully combine human intelligence along with the artificial intelligence and those that don't. And last one is that measure business value. Finally, AI should be measured by the number of pilots, measured by business outcome. For example, how many hours were saved, how much fast decisions are taken, if AI doesn't improve measurable business KPI, then it's still an experiment. A practical example I am giving here. Imagine an EPC construction company. Today, project managers spend hours manually reviewing schedules, procurement status, equipment availability, site reports, and budget. With agentic AI integrated into ERP and project management system, AI agent can continuously monitor all this information, identify delays before they occur, recommend corrective actions, prepare executive dashboards, and even draft supplier communications also. The project manager is no longer gathering information, they are making better decisions based on AI agentic insights. And that's where enterprise value comes from. I believe that this future isn't about replacing human with AI, it's about creating AI powered organizations where humans make better, faster, and more informed decisions. My simple framework is this: business first, that goes to based on the trusted data, responsible AI governance, and that comes from the workflow integration, and that is possible with the people enablement, and that gives the measurable business value. So then organization that build these foundations will move beyond AI pilots and create sustainable competitive advantage. Those don't have this kind of the impressive demonstration, but they won't change meaningful business transformation. That is how it works.
Exactly, that was a great perspective and an example which you shared with us. As we have spoken about transformation, execution, AI, and a leadership. So let us know now make the thing slightly more difficult by giving you much less time to answer.
Uh,
Like
uh,
before we conclude, let's make a thing little lighter with a quick rapid fire round for you. Business first or technology first? Or is that
uh,
a question already settled?
yeah, business first.
Okay. SAP transformation, perfect blueprint, or irritative execution.
Yeah, strong blueprint with controlled changes.
Okay. Copilot or autonomous agent.
Co-pilot today, autonomous agents tomorrow.
Okay. Build, buy, or partner.
Yeah, differentiate by building, standardize by buying, and scale by partnering.
Okay. Last but not the least, the modern CIO, technologist, business leader, or translator between the boardroom and IT.
It's a business leader. So then a modern CI must understand technology, speak the language of business, and translate strategy into measurable outcomes. And technology experience is essential, but business leadership creates impact.
Exactly. So, thank you. Now, let us close by moving beyond technology programs, quarterly outcomes, and our professional titles. You have consistently emphasized the importance of developing people and building institutions that remain stronger than the individual leading them. So, when people look back into your leadership journey, what would you hope your lasting legacy will be? Like building an enduring institution, shaping an influential idea, or developing a generations of leaders equipped to carry work forward.
Okay, I if I had to choose just one, it would be a generation of leaders equipped to carry the work forward. Institution evolve, technology becomes obsolete, even business model change. But when you develop capable, ethical, and purpose-driven leaders, you impact multiplies for decades. And throughout my 30 plus years in technology and business transformations, I have never measured success only by the system I implemented of the projects I delivered, but those are important, but they are temporary. I giving some example. Uh, what gives me the greatest satisfaction in seeing people I have mentored them, they become the CIO, IT heads, entrepreneurs, and business leaders who now mentor others. And to me, that is the true return of leadership. Too often, organizations pursue technology because it's a new or fashionable. I believe innovation only has meaning when it improves people's life, create opportunity, build sustainable business, and contribute to society. And that is the philosophy behind my work, whether it's a leading digital transformation, building AI infrastructure, or creating initiative like Earning College, where I am helping young people to develop entrepreneurial and financial skills. I believe education and technology should empower people to create value, not just consume it. If it is in the future, people remember me. I hope they don't say he implemented great technology. I hope they say he built leaders. He connected technology with business purpose. He believed that success is measured not only by profit but by the number of the lives you positively influence. Ultimately, leadership is not about being the smartest person in the room, but it's about creating more people who can lead with the integrity, make better decisions, and leave the organization stronger than they found it. So my legacy would be combination of these three, but I had to choose it. What undoubtedly building generations of leaders who create even greater impact they could be built. And I will leave you with one thought that is guided by this in entire career. The true measure of leadership is not what you build during your lifetime, but what continue to grow because you choose to invest in people.
That was a thoughtful note on which we can conclude, and that was also truly inspiring perspective by you. So, Mr. Sunil, thank you once again for sharing all your valuable insight, experience, and a leadership lesson today. So, today's conversation has also reinforced a clear idea. Also, it has been an absolute privilege speaking with you, and I wish you a continued success. Technology may enable transformation, but leadership determines its direction, execution determines its impact, and a valuable determines whether that can impact last. This was a leadership launch by a quantum dialogues powered by Ingenious Solution. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep understanding. Thank you so much, Mr. Sonar.